guarantees them access to the playoffs, but MOUZ, they need to get some wins to stave off elimination. So take a look at the facets. Instigate, the Corrosive Dragon, double jump for the Pango, the Headhunter, the one that we really like. But Olnit's actually gone condemned, so not looking for the... Ooh, Nisha.
I like his positioning there. Really good.
Yeah.
This is a really good read on what teams want to do versus Coddles, which is to block the camps off really early, because that's the Coddle gameplay. You play the lane, you start blasting it out, you go stack, repeat, you get to like level 3 illuminate, and then you clear your stacks. So a lot of teams will come over here to block it, places the observer on the high ground, positions in the trees to break the smokes, backs off, sees them block his camp. I'm sure he'll either get it himself or he's telling his supports, go deward that for me, peasant. Do as I say. I am your mid laner. Insania's already got 2 sentries.
I'm surprised.
Sure Nisha's telling him.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't actually place the sentry on the back side of that camp, because if you do, you can actually see the high ground ward. Like if it's slightly further back, yeah, like kind of where Insania just placed it, he would be able to see the high ground. He'd be able to see the ward up there. They would have gotten the D ward as well as block the camp. Instead, Insania is going to get both.
Yeah, I think you need to cut that tree in the corner to be able to do both.
Yeah.
But Terrorblade did have one, so I think it would have been worth doing. You would know the enemy is there, though. Like, once you see that tree broken, you'd be like, huh, weird. But then they at least would have gotten their own D-ward. I'm surprised. I thought their smoke broke, so I'm surprised they didn't check that cliff with that.
It might have just expired around the same time. They didn't notice. Narman...
Maybe.
Getting chased down from the Sven. This is actually a sick play from Insania, because he stayed to defend the ward. Like, he knew this Grimstroke wanted to go for it. So he sticks around, defends his ward, which it isn't super useful for them right now. He does sentry block at the last second to make sure that that camp does not spawn. So really good play as well. And because of that, Mika gets an uncontested first wave. He's got an early level 2. They're going to use this to get aggressive onto Narman. Blood Grenade is out in an unfortunate pause. Melds in 3 seconds. There's not, I mean, not a lot that Narman can do. He can stroke a Fate and try and slow them down.
The issue is if he turns around to do that, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do but walk.
He can maybe... It might still be his best chance. Stroke of Fate, Blood Grenade, pop your Fairy Fire, run is maybe his only shot.
Well, we'll see. He's just going to try and hide in the trees. Ooh!
Oh, the Iron
The tree plant, but no. Insania is just
fast enough.
Well, he's so close. One more auto attack, and that is it. Sven with one of the highest base movement speeds in the game, right? Like we've known this for a while.
Guy's speedy. Some pressure onto Force too while he is left to his own devices.
He must have some thick legs, dude. He's carrying a lot of armor and a giant sword to be that fast, you know?
I mean, look at the sword, the shield, the helmet, they're huge. His legs are putting in work.
Does not skip leg day. This guy, he does the whole routine.
If he skips leg day, he'll just like tip over. It's too top heavy.
He just picks up the sword and falls to the ground.
Exactly. So leg day is the first. Every day is leg day for Sven.
Top lane Force taking a lot of damage here once again from this dual lane. They're doing a great job, Liquid, securing this TA lane.
Yeah, how are the other lanes doing? Looks pretty even across the board right now. Dragonite has a couple more denies, but that's pretty expected. Dragonite's really good base damage, good attack animation. Coddle usually catches up more around this phase where you start, you get your boots, you're faster, you go start stacking for yourself.
Ooh, that is a really unfortunate suit for Supreme. He wanted to freeze the lane there behind the tower. Doesn't quite happen, so Nisha, as a result, he's just going to continue stacking. Up to triple stack on the hard camp there. Top lane though, Inkswell out. Doing a little bit of damage into Mickey, but insane. Oh, dude, look at the giant barrier on Insane. Did you see how huge that thing was? Ooh, Olded bottom lane is dead. Damage out from 33. These 2-point scorched earth. They're gonna just chase down Bangan as well. Oh, that is a really sad courier death.
There's so much on it. Especially the early observer and sentry is pretty painful. All right, I was saying like I gotta see how Doom does. Top of the last hits now. Top net worth. Maybe we can get some damage into Boxy. Get a Maledict under the tower.
That's why I'm a little bit confused about the Terrorblade pick. Like, it is definitely good into the minus armor of the TA. It scales well into this hero, but it's not like a great hero against the Doom, especially when you see the Weaver pick. Like, you know these guys are strong. Oh.
How does... Oh, hold on. Okay, he's fine. How does Maledict work with Sunder? Can you Maledict the full health hero and then Sunder them to like 50% for like a massive nuke? Because doesn't it just take into account the flat value?
Yes, it basically calculates based on what the health number was beforehand and the health number afterward. So it has nothing to do with percentage. If your health, like if the value of your health goes up or down, that's what's calculated on Maledict.
Maybe we'll see a cool kill around that.
Bangin
Unfortunately, we're a while away from that, and Bangin looks pretty dead.
Insania gonna get the war cry to close the gap there, and one more auto attack from the Weaver. Nah, not enough, but he will finish it off with the Sakuchi. And your Terrorblade just can't do anything. Like, they're just letting the TA solo top, and Olnit's forced into the trees completely as they're just beating down the tower as well. So much aggression already from Liquid. 0 to 4, a 2,000 goal. Oh, he gets his courier. It had boots on it. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Between these courier kills and then actual hero kills, which Insania is still down here looking for more, the supports are really close to the actual cores on the side of MOUZ, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, there's like, what, 800 of Terrorblade's net worth tied up in that courier right now?
That's true. This guy's also super poor right now in terms of actual like value realized gold. Are they actually just gonna dive him? I mean, they're probably not expecting to get a kill, but they are making Allnet run. He's gonna pop meta behind his tower. Oh, actually,
okay.
Maledict's
That's
done.
a lot of damage from the Maledict and the Headhunter. Boxy.
Boxy's dead. He's gonna try to go for a deny. Kobold camp, worst camp to get for that. You're gonna tickle him while he dies to Maledict.
But they gave them 3 damage.
I forgot about that. Never mind. Best camp. Just timing didn't work out there.
Oh, that's a big rune for Supreme. Haste rune, gonna try and just chase down the Coddle. The Ink Swell is there. We talked about maybe when you get the blink how effective that can be, but a haste rune, that'll close the gap. And Narman, yeah, he's gonna die to Boxy, but I think a worthwhile trade, taking Nisha down early.
It's pretty good. It does mean you're gonna have Weaver problems though. This is a pretty rich Weaver, though he did go infused raindrops and null talisman first. A lot of times you see Weavers just rush earn Spirit Vessel, but it means he's going to be stronger up front, more survivable, and a little bit slower of a Spirit Vessel. Oh, you know what? Actually, he probably won't even build one because of Nisha. So, oh, that makes sense then. Actually, he has the Urn queued up. Hopefully, I do this all the time, but Boxy, come on. Pro team, talk us out. I don't think 2 Urns is worth it.
I feel like he would have bought the components if he was going to go at this point, right? Because, like, you don't typically sit on like over 800 gold to support top lane. We're going to see them make a play here onto Mickey. Nice shield crash connecting onto 2 Force. Still has the Lotus as well as a healthy stick, so he'll be okay for now.
He is hoarding a lot of money. Maybe he's just trying to think about what he wants to buy instead.
Dude, I'm thinking he's just going to go
He's buying power treads. Boxy wants to be a carry.
Okay.
Like, guys, I think I'm rich? Question mark? I think I'm super rich.
I was going to say maybe just going for... Oh, Mickey, top lane again. Another play. The silence back out. Swashbuckle. They're just doing good chip damage here. Anytime Insania walks away, they're just constantly using that shield crash into that Inkswell.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wisdom runes, 1 for each team. Okay, no one contesting there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You do have Doom online for 33. That is quite nice. As he is going to go to Midas.
I want to see him use it and instantly sell it. No, wait, he needs to get a little bit of gold before he sells it to actually afford the blink. I want to see him use it, sell it, blink Doom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's your
I
vessel.
might be about to just run at Ulnit, actually. Weaver's down here. If they get the Doom on the real hero, I mean, he'll die if they just follow him.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. He has 3 points. Is it 4 points Scorched Earth now? He just hit 7?
Yeah, 4 points.
Yeah, there's no way.
Foxy's looking for Ulnit. Taking a peek at the back.
I mean, they know he's
pinging
back
it.
here. There's a ward.
He's paying it. Box is like, I gained XP. He's killing something here.
Dire's top tower is under
Doom,
attack.
thinking of walking. He wants the tower first. The thing is, you take this tower, and Terribly cannot come anywhere near this lane anymore.
That's true. You can take the tower without getting killed. Plus, you can just be farming up your Midas the whole time.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about this, so I forgot to do the math on it. But I realized for pubs, there's a huge value to this, which is that you can gaslight your teammates. You buy the Midas, you piss off your teammates. They're pinging you like useless build on Doom, and then you sell the Midas, you buy a blink. You're like, what are you talking about? I have a blink. I'm ready to go gank.
I never had a Midas.
Yeah, what are you crazy? Then as soon as the guy's like, oh, well, that's weird. I swear it was a Midas. You sell the blink, you buy the Midas. You're like, idiot, of course I got the Midas on Doom.
Supreme mid lane, gonna meet that vessel timing now from Misha as the TP's coming through. Nice,
stun
Doom
into
comes out
Doom.
from 33, but they can't do anything to save him. Great rotation and good force movement out from Liquid as Boxy's actually gonna just run through the enemy team here for vision. Inkswell, not gonna connect. There it is, Blink Dragon Tail though, comes out from Supreme, trying to just chase down Nisha. A little bit of damage, but he's gonna get the heal off. Should be okay. The Solar Bind preventing Terrorblade from getting close enough actually would have been enough to kill him.
And not as much activity from the mid Coddle like we usually see, but the support's
Radiant's
being
top
very
tower is
active
under
this game,
attack.
and Doom getting to join some of this as well.
I
He's
think
not going to
part
sell
of
his
it-
Midas. He's actually just going to buy a blink as well.
Yeah.
Or
I
is he?
think-
He's heading to the shop. Well, he doesn't have Doom, so you actually don't need to. You can just keep it, I guess.
This is a really good scan from Liquid. Like, Nisha was farming on the hard camp here, clearing a stack, and they scanned the rotation in as Supreme and Narman are looking for a blink target. Now, he is going to throw... Okay, yeah, he throws the Illuminate through, and Dragonite just steals the rest of the camp. So
Dire's top
they at least get
tower
something
is
out of the
under attack.
rotation.
Yeah, it looks like they're scaring Nikkei away too, so they can make their way to this top tower. I don't know if you're defending it. Bangin down here in trouble. Solo to the Weaver, but Weaver's going to win this every time.
Does he get any... Oh, does he get anything off the Dragon Tail? The Inkswell, perfect chain stun. No time lapse for you. Great use of the Inkswell TP.
Dire's top
miss a
tower
wisdom
is
ring.
under attack.
No, they both got him. Both team got one.
Okay. I'm just surprised Witch Doctor's a higher level. Witch Doctor's already 6.
Supreme
I guess he
mid
got
lane
some
once
solo
again. We've seen this before. Inkswell's out. Supreme trying to just hold them back. He's gonna live.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's gonna regen real fast. Now just gonna turn his attention to trying to clear these stacks in the triangle, get him closer to his next item. Force coming through as well.
Radiant's
They have
mid
Doom
tower
again,
is under
smoked up.
attack.
Oh, they're gonna see Insania walking up here. Dragon Tail comes out. Maledict as well. The great stun though. Insania's out, holding the Rolling Thunder.
They see the stack, but it's going to get cleared up. All right, not quite worth the risk going up that double high ground.
Yeah, they actually smoke immediately. They're gonna run it back the other way.
They don't have too much time left on Dragon Form, but it might be enough to get a quick pick off.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
grab Insania.
an easy one for them. Okay, MOUZ making some movements. They're gonna get the mid tier 1 tower as well with this, as Terrorblade's made his rotation mid. The downside is that they're just farming on Liquid, right? You were saying Coddle not having as much of like a rotation game that we typically see. They're just farming on the 3 cores. While, like, you know, they get pickoffs onto the Sven, it's not the end of the world for them.
Yeah, I'm wondering when they're... I guess they did just try to make a play. It just didn't quite work out. They still have the Blink Doom available, so they can go again whenever they want. It might be for top, because this is where MOUZ is making their way up, trying to clear this last tower.
Dire's top tower is
Oh,
under
yeah,
Liquid's
they're
already
good.
expecting to lose this. Look at this observer they've placed under their tower. Unlikely to get spotted. Looks funny while the tower's up, but now that this tower's dead, no contest. Got pretty good vision up here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Terrorblade's recovery is getting there. This is the downside of the condemned facet is you farm just a little bit slower on this hero because you have to worry about mana constantly, like with the illusion spam.
Should we point out Mickey is going for a Maelstrom on TA?
This is his
Unconventional, yeah, but something we've seen him do, especially versus the Terrorblade, kind of makes some sense. Instead of trying to negative armor the Terrorblade, who he's probably already like 18 right now, right? It's not easy, so you just bypass it with magic damage.
Dude, that ward already paying off. They were just now trying to make a gank rotation here onto the Coddle, but as soon as he gets Inkswelled, it's just they disengage. So really good ward.
MOUZ is cleaning up towers, but Liquid's still holding this roughly 5k lead because of all the split push farming they're doing. They're very efficient. And at some point, they'll group up and take towers and regain that gold.
Dire's bottom
I don't know what they're
tower is
waiting
under
for.
attack.
I'm not sure like what their timing is. They just got drums on Sven. I guess Niche is ready. He's got his bots. He's like, yeah, guys, go start something. I'll teleport in.
He needs a vessel charge is his main issue right now. He doesn't have a vessel that he can play around. But if he gets into the fight, they get like a pick off onto his support, suddenly the fight can snowball. They actually see the support split right now. I'm gonna go back through this twin gate. The thing is this ward's gonna scout them again, and Sania getting the D ward, but
Blink
top
stun.
lane, can they get the kill? The blink stun, 33 gets the doom onto the Terrorblade. He's got nowhere to go. 33 tries to TP on out, ends up on the low ground though. And a nice heal coming through from the Coddle as well. Now he's gonna get maybe bonked to the high
Almost
ground.
gets
No,
bumped to the
not
high
quite.
ground.
So they trade 1 for 1. Honestly, a pretty good win for MOUZ, as this Doom is really farmed. But you needed more, I think. You're gonna bring all 5 heroes top for this.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, you can't even... You already took the tier 1, so it's not like you can even get something out of this. And in fact, Liquid's the one who starts split pushing mid. Sania tries to TP out. Good rotation, but
He
Witch
just
Doctor.
doesn't. He just stands there. He could throw a hammer, but he's like, all right.
You got me.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Still stays at the 5k lead for everything that
Radiant's
happens.
bottom tower is under
And I
attack.
feel like the fact that Liquid's not really trying to do that much means they're okay with dragging this late.
I agree.
So I guess this is fine for them.
You do have this Weaver scaling support. I think you do have to respect the potential of Grimstroke Witch Doctor. Like, these two supports bring a lot of damage with low net worth. Supreme has a BKB done as they're looking for the tier 2. The first one this game, and despite being 5k behind, MOUZ just grouping up around this Terrorblade. Blink in, Supreme almost gets in range of Insania, but the Warcry, the drum's active, get him away. As Olnet might have to look for a Sunder target here, as they've lost the wave. Boxy's cut it completely, and Coddle has cleared it, so you only have a few more seconds before that backdoor protection's gonna kick in. There it is.
You know, it's a
Good
great
stall.
point. The Witch Doctor Grimstroke support duo is really strong at this point, right? The Soulbind into double value spells. Trying to take a full team fight into that is probably not going to go your way. So looks like they're just trying to avoid that timing, split push, and outscale with their own supports specifically the Weaver, but I mean, the Sven will technically eventually get there. I mean, it is Sven, right? So his scaling is there, but the support Sven build does not really lean itself to damage for quite a while. So it's more the Weaver who got these power treads. Let's see, he's got a Yule's pretty fast. Curious what he gets
They're
next.
smoking bottom. They need to get something here. Like, they've been getting dragged around the map every single time they try to make a play for a tower. Nisha's already set up, and then Boxy like comes to cut the wave. They know bottom lane Mickey has been down here for a while, just farming it up. If they can find an opening, it would be really good for the side of MOUZ, but let's see if they do it. They're gonna walk right into him, but they're only gonna find the Sven. Mickey already TPing on home. It will be a kill going the way of MOUZ. Goes to Supreme on the Dragon Knight, which is quite nice. 33 might just be looking for a solo pick. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, does he go for it? He doesn't see the TP. Oh, all right.
Forrest wasn't smoked. I wonder why he turned around right there. That might just be coincidence.
Yeah,
So
I
he
think
wants
he
to go
just
try
wanted
to make a
top.
play top. Might have saved his life right there.
They really want this tier 2 top lane. They're going to bring everyone back up here. They're looking for Mickey in the mid lane. Coconut doing some damage. But they don't have the Weaver here to cut the wave again, so this will finally go down. Supreme finds another haste room, but here comes Liquid. They want to actually bring the fight to the side of MOUZ. Boxy will find Bangan over here, as the Stormhammer is also going to get on top of Narman. They need to reconnect on these two, but Terrorblade's just dead solo on the top side to the Doom. Yules is out, and here comes the rest of the heroes' force. He's got that ult available, but can he actually get a chance to use it? It doesn't look like it. Just dead to the side of Liquid, as the Soulbind not doing a whole lot, and Boxy is just soloing these supports. Narman low, but it's going to be 33 who jumps on in to finish the job, and now Bangan pulled right back in for dead, as the chase from the top tier 2 pays off.
That might have been it. Liquid biding their time for the opportunity. MOUZ takes the tier 2, and I'm not fully sure what Liquid saw, but might have just expected MOUZ to split up after accomplishing the objective, and that's what happened. MOUZ stayed top on the Terrorblade just a little bit too long, while some heroes went mid. So whoever you ended up finding top was dead, and Terrorblade, pretty good kill. It then means you're just free to chase. We did get to see the Soulbind Coconut. It was pretty funny, but just not quite enough when you're already on the back foot in that fight. And suddenly the net worth lead blows up to 10K for Liquid, and Roshan's probably on the table. Actually, MOUZ is pinging it. They're like, oh, this is going to get stolen. We got to go fast. Maybe we can steal it from them and mess up their momentum.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're here fast enough, though.
Mickey's got his Mjolnir. They get the Tormentor. Shard goes to Boxy as I think it went to Boxy, right? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, he bought out a Yules and stuff. Yeah, it has to. Okay, so yeah, Boxy gets the Shard. He is now past the Pangolier in net worth. But like you said, they're in Roshan. They know that they are on a timer right now. Liquid want this objective.
Coming in.
It's not going to be in time. They're bringing everybody. This is a game-defining fight here for MOUZ. If they manage to finish the Roshan in time. Yasha! It's so good. The stomp from 33, the pullback. Olden needs a Sunder. He gets him. Can they bring down the Doom? He gets the BKB. He got bashed by Roche. And the rest of them die inside the pit. Oh no. Force now in trouble. The Rolling Thunder already spent. Guardian Greaves never going to get a chance to use. 4 dead. As Liquid will also walk away with the Roshan. Game-defining fight indeed. Liquid now firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, it's looking rough. They don't have the typical wombo combo on the side of MOUZ to come back from this point. Yeah, we see, so they did get the Sunder off. It was really close, but you're right. Unlucky, get bashed by Roshan. 33 manages to get away. At this point, you're just in retreat mode. All your ultimates have been used. Your support combo just never got to even come online. They got killed so quickly. They might be looking for Supreme now with this invis.
He's trying to just force the BKB. And he might get it. Yeah, Doom comes in, just hits him. He's going to tick down to that one.
Bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle
Very
tower
nicely
is
done.
under attack.
33's had a fantastic game on the Doom. Is Bengen now going to be forced to TP out maybe? I mean, really good dispel there off of the Grimstroke. That would have absolutely been a kill with the Solar Bind.
I say 33 never even used the tech we were talking about. Guess he decided it's not worth it either.
I'm telling you, man, no one picks Devil's Bargain for anything other than that they just think Gluttony is just bad. Like, it might pay off at, like the games that go, like, 45-ish minutes or something, right? Like, as the games go really long, it can pay off. Because then you can, like, quickly change items. You can pick up some, you know, big impact. But it's just, you just play Doom as Doom.
Just play Doom as Doom. Wise words, Ricky. Box he got. He ended up getting a Dragon Lance, and he currently has an Ultimate Orb queued up. What do you think he's building out of that?
Is it worth going Lincoln's this game? It might just be the Lotus. But Lincoln's is pretty good.
Nah, there's no Lotus on Ultimate Orb. It'd be Scotty.
Oh, yeah,
Unless
you're right.
it would be Helm of the Overlord.
No.
Radiant's bottom
It's got to be
tower is
Lincoln's,
under
right?
attack.
We'll see. He doesn't have anything else queued. I think he's deciding. Like, I don't know. Scotty, pretty good, guys. He got a Dragon Lance, too. It makes me think he's leaning towards just carrying.
Yeah, I thought he might go back for Gleipnir now that he's this farmed, right? But
You know what? He also has Shikuchi Shard, right? So he could apply Scotty to a bunch of stuff at once.
I kind of like that idea. Jump in, 33. There's the Soul Bind, but they don't get the coconut off. They walk away. Oh, disengage thanks to that Warcry move speed, and Soul Bind is down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Drums, Warcry, man. So damn fast.
I mean, you're pretty much hasted in the aura.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy Tormentor.
Goes to Nisha.
2 Solar Binds. I mean, that's pretty good. If one gets dispelled, you just reapply it.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower is under attack.
They're looking for more. 33. He sees Olnit on the tree line. Gets the Doom. Oh, there's no way. That is so rough. They barely... I don't even know if they saw him or they just guessed.
Dire's bottom tower.
Meanwhile, they're going to look for Insania. He might have stuck around a little bit too long, but it is kind of space made as they're getting work on the top side.
Nice
Force
double stomp.
silenced up. They managed to take down
Dire's
the Witch Doctor anyway. And Dragonite forced to BKB as Nisha continuing to chase.
Liquid playing the whole map here. They're still on
Uh,
top. 33,
33
the call
does
of the
not care.
fountain.
the call of
He's
fountain is
resisting.
very strong.
Resisting, turning the other way.
All right, he's finally going to get punished for this one, surely. But it is,
That was
again,
space to take
space
the
for
top
the
tower.
top tower, right? Like, Nisha has been focused up on these objectives. Gets the tier 3. They get the second fortification out, so they will protect their lane of barracks for the moment.
How long's left on Aegis? 30 seconds. So probably pushes for a bit until Dragonite gets really close to spawning. You don't have 33. So I believe at that point you would just relax, but Call of the Fountain's pretty strong.
Terrorblade bought back. A Terrorblade kill is likely just GG. Well, Foxy doesn't manage to connect the Soulbind onto anybody, so another Soulbind down from MOUZ, not able to connect on the combo they're looking for. But with only a couple seconds left on the Aegis, it is time for Liquid to address their other lanes. They will disengage.
An illusion rune. I mean, at this point, you just hold the map. I mean, if we take a look at Liquid's vision, they've got some aggressive wards and a good amount of traps scattered around. So you're just going to wait to see MOUZ split up. You find one pickoff, you're good to go, right? And actually, they even baited out that fortify, so potentially you could just rush the end of the game, but, you know, maybe safer, clean it up. Different barracks. Looks like Insania gets found again. Like, MOUZ is finding kills, but let's see, 5 of them are on Insania, right? So it's not like the greatest kills. It's just the position 5. Look, they're trading their position 5 Sven for a barracks. He's happy with that.
Yeah. I mean, that was also, oh my god, 33.
How can he keep doing this?
Chill, guy.
Okay, he is going to TP out. It is funny to see that happen. Does it do enough damage?
No, it won't. I don't think so. Well, top lane. We're going to see them get on top of Mickey. This is a great kill if they can actually finish the job, but maybe a little bit too afraid. The rest of the team nearby. Bangan trying to get away from Boxy. Mickey going to close the gap. Doesn't even get the Voodoo Switcheroo off. And Force will TP on home. A little bit of a misplay there, I think, from 33. Oh, nice dodge. He gets us under the turnaround. 33. Can he survive? The heals from Nisha. You're kidding me. And they just blow up the Terrorblade anyway. Force is going to join him. Mickey with a triple kill. Make it an ultra. The GG is out. 33 seemingly... I honestly don't know how he survives that fight. That is wild.
That happened twice, too. That's very upsetting for MOUZ. But the heals from the Illuminate coming in, he's got a good amount of resistance.
We'll look at all the standings after this, but let's take a look at the facets while we're paused. Elitist, of course, Full Bore, Devil's Bargain, Scuttle, and then the Void Blades. All right, nothing. Actually, wait, that's the TA one that we almost never see. Hold up.
And usually it's Refractor, which the game would have defaulted to Refractor because it's the last one he picked, I believe. So he chose to take Psyblades. Now, I believe the idea here, because if you actually take a look, he also has Boots of Speed on this TA, which is very uncommon. But I think Liquid is preemptively recognizing Earthshaker is leaving, and we have to punish this Dawnbreaker. And my guess is, like, he thinks this is how he can do that.
All right, well, we're going to see them go for Mickey, but he gets the meld to dodge the stun, and he's out. Now, that's such an unfortunate gank because Boxy also scouts your ward in mid. He unfortunately doesn't scout it correctly. Okay, there he does. He pings the right side. He knows it's over there. Going for the wraparound, playing in the fog, but he's about to walk into the entire enemy team, so he will go for an Impale here. First blood. They want to give it up to the Shadow Fiend if possible, but Olnitz will grab it as he kind of chuckles a little bit there. Boxy's like, guys, I did find their ward, though.
Ooh, gets his D ward, too.
No, they denied it.
Oh, that's what I meant. Gets the deny on the D.
That's huge.
A pretty good start for MOUZ. Boxy was definitely thinking they were going to stick around in the Radiant jungle, go for the runes there. Moving in pretty deep.
Dawnbreaker revealing the whole map. Love that. Ooh, Full Bore off the mark.
Kind of hard to hit with the smaller range.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of supports still go the other one, so I'm a little bit surprised that he goes for Full Bore instead of the Ricochet, but it's all right.
I think it again comes down to how are you punishing a solo Dawnbreaker?
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. You're more likely to hit the Scatter Blast than you are to get the full little Shredder duration. She's going to be playing around the hammer for safety. Ooh, that is a full bracer. So that first blood gold now doesn't really matter.
Second one?
Bruh.
Dude, there's not even an observer up here.
How many couriers are dead, bro?
Mickey's died too.
All right.
No one even has observers to scout for this stuff. They're just killing them.
Narman wants to lane drag, and Boxy's kind of doing the same thing already, so kind of a funny little start to the lanes.
Anyone else's courier wants to walk up? I mean, the first blood, or sorry, the courier kill on the Chaos Knight is a big deal because you get first blood. The gold doesn't actually do anything for you until you pick up an item, and he literally does not get to pick up the item until a couple minutes in, at which point that difference in gold from the first blood really isn't as big of a deal.
Well, Boxy's still level 1. He's just going to get burned down here by Bangan. The 2 points, or just the Fire Spirits alone are so much damage. It's one of the reasons, like, I was kind of surprised about the next pick, because it's not good in lane. It's almost only ever picked against certain heroes. And here's the Narman rotation like we were talking about. He just picks these heroes, and he just rotates around the map. Stun out. Nisha is going to get triple raised. As a result, the high ground miss might have been enough to save him. As the stun, the impale, the tornado, he gets the fourth raise from downtown. Not respecting that raise. Maybe he just didn't think it would kill him. I don't know.
That was weird. I swear he saw Narman.
Oh my god!
Oh, courier again?
Radiant's
Oh my
middle
god. If
tower
Boxy
is
gets
under
the
attack.
Phoenix courier too, this is too funny. He's gonna respect it. He's gonna hide it by the tier 2. Till he
Dude,
sees Boxy.
Olnet has his starting items. I need to stress this enough. He has the items he started the game with at 3 minutes in.
Yeah, it means this. His net worth is currently at the top. He's nearly 1,900. He effectively has like 500. So that's kind of why you can get by with the weak lane you were talking about on the Knicks. It's when you manage to get these courier kills. It's not like it was even part of his plan. Like, his plan was creep dragging, but he happens to get courier kills as well, which actually makes this way easier. He's going to pick up 2 creeps here. I think he's at risk. Narman's up here. He might die for this, but he is messing up the lane in a way that is going to help Doom later on. Tries to get the bounty.
He's just trying to force him to take it. I think otherwise he wants the Shadow Fiend to bottle it. Which, speaking of which, Shadow Fiend and Invoker are having a little bit of fun in the mid lane. Dude, these lanes are wild. I don't even know what's like. You watch this stuff and like this is just typical MOUZ. This is what they do in a lot of their games. They just have like kind of these bizarre rotations whenever they pick heroes like the Shaker or the Bounty Hunter. These like heavy mobile 4s, or not even mobile, but rotating 4s. They're going to protect the Water Rune for Supreme topside. Dawnbreaker, despite all of this, is CSing perfectly fine. Like, he is completely alone in the lane.
That's the strength of the Earth Shaker, Fidger Block.
Radiant
Trusting
are
Force to
scanning.
handle the rest himself, and Force is doing a good job of it. Supreme trying to make a play mid. Good cold snap. Burns the rest of the mana. Can't really do the raise combo without any mana.
He's doing quite well on the Shadow Fiend. I mean, that kill is so value for him. Gives him just a little bit of an XP advantage, so you get like level 3 raise earlier. And right now, I mean, MOUZ is looking good in all 3 lanes. This is going quite well for them.
Yeah, they're kind of pulling it into their pace, and Force bullying Insania a little bit here.
Oh, mid lane. The fissure block. Can you get in range for the raise? He does. The stun comes out, but the cold snap is there. Boxing the rotation. The full bore as well. The third raise. It helps get the kill, but you die first on the Shadow Fiend, and Narman's going to burn to the AoE of the Doom. A big
Really early
commitment
rotation by Doom, but it wasn't really getting much out of his lane, so he's happy to come and pick up a kill, and oh no, my mid laner died, so I guess I've got to stay here for this double wave.
Radiant's
That's
bottom
really too
tower
bad.
is under attack.
All right, with that, I mean, he's going to jump up. That kind of recovers his game.
Yeah, getting the first, like the fact that Nisha dies after the Shadow Fiend is quite big there.
Yeah, and actually, I'm
Boxy.
checking the net worths real quick. The last hits on Dawnbreaker are a little misleading.
Uh-oh,
He's pretty far
Nisha
behind.
might be in some trouble here, trying to hobble away, but they've got so much damage to follow it up. He does go invis, but Supreme snipes him with one final raise. Boxy gets his like 5th courier of the game. It's another pair of boots.
That means they can't chase him. They're too slow. I might get Chaos Knight's courier on the way back too. All right, they didn't see it. They didn't see it. He's left. The 7-minute rune. Mickey might be going for the steal.
Radiant are scanning.
That'd be quite good. Dire scan it out. They know. They're like, all right, guys, he's coming up here. We cannot let the carry
They can't
Templar
stop it,
assassin.
though.
I mean, you just have to TP,
The
but
support's TP'd earlier.
Force has to Starbreaker this. It's the only way.
Oh, who's got the caps lock? Nice. Very well timed Starbreaker. I was gonna say, who's got the Dota Labs feature enabled to toggle? I think it'll help you with the Wisdom rune, or the runes to not click enemy heroes.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right.
Helmet taking some damage top.
Dude, the root. Nice. Sunray, though, coming through to try to heal them up. And the Dawnbreaker ult immediately canceled thanks to Boxy, but they turn it around as Supreme TP's on in. Bangan's going to dive in, get the Courier as well. So just a little
many
bit
dead
more
this
damage.
game.
Yeah, dude, there's been a lot of Courier deaths. That's the Nyx impact, right, for the Dawnbreaker. If she joins there, maybe 33 dies instead. So I think that's a worthwhile sacrifice. Supreme crush in the mid lane. Ooh, does he see that ward? He does. Oh, Supreme might have got invaded. Great vision, though, out from Narman, trying to zone them out. Supreme, though, needs a little bit more space. Sunrays coming through. There's the Requiem. Wait a minute. Boxy gets turned on. There's an invis bottom. They know there's a rune down there. Narman trying to make his way. Insania's just going to deny it, I think. Yeah. No, he picks it up. And Insania, he's got no cookie. He can't get out of this. It's just going to be another kill for Supreme.
MOUZ is doing a great job of... We were saying Earthshaker's got to make the game weird. He's got to rotate. And Liquid's getting sucked into that pace. They're trying to, like, follow around this Earthshaker. He's getting done what he needs to. He's... Dawn is still behind, okay? Like, he got sacked. Force knew that was his life, though, in our interview. He was like, yeah, he always picks some 4 melee. He just wants to roam and leave me alone. I get abandoned. But he knows what he's in for. He's doing his best. The rotations will be tough, though, because of that Nyx assassin. But I think MOUZ is... Well, I don't know.
They're happy, I think, right now with the...
I think so. But I am still... Like, I don't know if this is enough, because I do think the late game is easier with the Nyx. Like, even though he's like 1-4-1, like, all he needs is level 6, and he'll do what he needs to do.
This
Stealing
smoke,
stacks, though,
dude,
is pretty big.
Yeah.
Doesn't even break the smoke for it.
They get it, and they're going to get 33. Stun's coming in from Olnit. The Fissure to block him off. The rest of the team's coming in. Nisha gets a nice EMP, but they're just going to continue the chase. They see everybody coming. They just want this Invoker more than anything. He's going to go invis, but there's the dust. Supreme double raise. Mickey comes through. Sunrays out. Nisha is going to burn. Narman beats him down, but Force is here. A Fissure to block off the TA as well. It's a beatdown in the top lane. MOUZ get 3 with no casualties.
MOUZ doing it. 2K lead here at 10 minutes. Not a huge amount, but considering Earthshaker is considered such a weak laner, like even more so than Nyx nowadays, I would say, this is pretty good for them.
This is their game. This is the game style, man. This is how they play it.
Yeah, they need to keep being careful with how they approach fights because of the Nyx. The same way, like Dawnbreaker was very patient that time, waited for the ultimate to make sure Nyx was not in the area, and then she joins in that fight, and that's what gets Mickey killed. Otherwise, Mickey runs down the SF. So good dive by them, grabbing 33 real quick. The double stun from Boxy here, a little bit off on that CK. Got a little more damage into Nisha because of that.
Yeah, as soon as he
doing
sees the
tons of
spike
damage to
carapace.
Supreme. Yeah, just jumps in. Really well done by MOUZ.
They're looking clean. They're forcing Liquid to play their game, right? Like that's the big difference is last game, Liquid just decided, okay, we see what you're doing. We're just going to farm up, do our own thing, and eventually we will just run you over. In this game, they're kind of forcing the hand with this Earthshaker. The fact that he can block off and guarantee kills, and if you do not respond to them, you're going to just get a really farmed Shadow Fiend, and, you know, they're trying to respond. It's just not working. Olnit's having a great time on the CK. Supreme's up to 4 permanent stacks, maybe more now. How many does he have?
Supreme 4.
Yeah, so 24 Necromastery stacks. And he's not going for the Blink early. He's got the Kaya, going for the Yasha now.
Liquid gonna try to slow down the pace a little. They need to get 6 on Boxy. Then he can actually start looking around Invis, try to set things up. They also need 6 on Insania, so they'll just take it easy, try to get their levels. The nice thing about Snapfire support, as soon as you have your ult, it's enough damage to kill anyone in the game.
Yeah.
But you need that ult, and then you need setup. So both supports got to get 6, and then maybe you can find a big kill.
Supreme definitely, I think, wants to like play for picks when he can get them, but he needs to be careful because if you lose these 4 Necromastery stacks, it's pretty rough, and I think he just wants to play for this Yasha. Mech is done on the Dawnbreaker. So Nisha with his Vessel. I'm assuming he still backs for the Midas, right? A lot of the time that's the case. Speaking of Midas, 33's got one.
Expect that. And we'll see if he ends up using the tech this time. Didn't use it last time. The last game was going better for them.
All right.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're looking
under
for a
attack.
rotation on the top side here. Smoked up from Team Liquid.
Dire's
Getting
top
forced to be
tower is under
fantastic.
attack.
Boxing
Oh my
right through the
goodness.
Dude, you're kidding me. He just barely misses. They will know about
I
him
see
now.
the hammer though.
Yeah. There's going to be the Tornado. The follow-up with the Vessel. More than enough damage for Force. The Mech not going to do a ton of healing, but they're responding in numbers. They're looking for this Invoker. They actually get the stun on the backside, catching the Nixus. As the Fear actually catches Nisha in the trees. The Sunray's out. Oh no, it's so costly. A massive response from MOUZ and Nisha doing his best, but there's no escape. That Requiem, unreal.
I don't know if it's the Fissure
Dire's
or the
middle tower
Requiem,
is under
but
attack.
preventing both those TB out, like if you just get the Insania in return, then that's fantastic for Liquid. But actually picking up all 3 kills is massive. Jumps them up to a 5K lead now. And I think that should be Blink on Earthshaker, getting really close.
Oh, it was the Fissure.
It looks like
wow,
that Fissure.
Dude. Narman Earthshaker. We saw it earlier in the tournament, right? The only game that they've won has been off the back of Narman's Shaker. And this is just another
Game
scenario.
2 coming in.
Yeah.
He's really close to his Blink. He's just going to hit the jungle for probably another 30 seconds. He needs to kill like 1 more creep. Pretty fast Blink, considering this is like, he got Arcane Boots too.
Yeah, that is actually pretty dang fast.
What is he? He's 3-1-7 right now. Really good. You do have to keep this momentum up, though. Not to get too excited for MOUZ. It's not like a guaranteed win yet. This is definitely on the right track that their lineup wants to take. You got to be careful, though. Slip up once, throw a big fight. Like, I do think this Nyx will cause you so many problems the longer the game goes. So you got to make sure you continue to be very careful about these fights. Take the right ones. Don't give Liquid an easy recovery.
Oh no. This Ward Sentry, it's scouting everything. They know the Invoker and the Nyx Assassin are nearby. They are going to see him now as he walks back under a ward. And there's the Orchid reveal from Olnit, just going to lay into Boxy. He gets the D ward.
As soon as he gets killed, he knows what's going on. It's like, quick.
Here's the Blink reveal. Ward up onto the high ground. Do they find Mickey? They do now. Supreme nearby. There's the Blink, the Echo. Do they have the follow-up damage? They have a Dawnbreaker in pursuit. And that is it. Kill goes to Force. And the Blink already paying off.
Now we're going to go for the mid tower.
Radiant's middle tower is
Here,
under
I don't
attack.
know. Are we going to see another early Roche? A lot of stacks on the Shadow Fiend.
No
They find
way.
Insania.
Was that a long TP? Where was he going? Maybe heading to top as they're looking for Force. The response is there, and they've got him. Nicely done, but now you've got to get out. There is an egg still available. Olnit comes in. The stun? Did he miss it? It's just,
It's
it's,
fine.
taking
It's
forever to
slow.
get there. Finally connects. 33's
Roche?
trying to deny to Roche. He gets it. No way. All right.
Dude, the Fire
MOUZ.
Spirit griefed him that time.
Yeah.
It made it, slowed Roche's attack. Timed it perfectly. But it will be a fast Roche
Yeah.
because of that.
They're like, oh, Roche, huh? That actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
Thank you for leading us to this.
Supreme's got to take this. There's no way. So, yeah, Shadow Fiend wants to protect these Necromastery stacks, of course. Sitting at 25, he's closing it onto his Blink Dagger. The big timing on Shadow Fiend is always the 20-minute or the 20 talent with the Aghanim Scepter, and he's definitely on pace to hit that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
CK is keeping up. He's falling a little bit behind the CK, but certainly still has the damage. So if Liquid can isolate targets, they can still get kills, but taking the full-on team fights is proving to be very difficult for them.
Are scanning.
Invoker did get his Midas, by the way. It's on the way. So they're playing for the long game on Liquid, which I think at this point is the correct play.
Supreme smoked up. It's going to get popped as soon as he starts walking in. Boxy in position to break this. I mean, they're looking for any opening they can find. They know that this Nyx Assassin is somewhere, but they don't have a sentry placed. They're just going to pop a dust. And they're looking for the Blink Echo into Blink Requiem, right? Like, that is a kill onto any hero.
Yeah, though Nyx is not really the guy you want, so I kind of understand maybe why they were a little slow about going that.
Yeah.
They were hoping to find someone else.
Bottom lane? We seen anything going on here? Nisha is just hunting Invis. He's just going to try and cut the wave, I'd imagine. He also sees the Dawnbreaker down there. Okay, now they're bringing numbers. Nyx is going to TP in. Oh, Narman cancels! Oh, that feels bad. Dude, his shaker's so good. Nisha's farming. Dragonlance, Blink now done on his way to his BKB. So more of a conventional TA build out as compared to last game, which we saw with the Mjolnir, right? But
yeah, there's not the super high armor hero you want to bypass this time in the Dragon Knight and Terrorblade last game. This time just going for the conventional Deso.
really good rotation again. Narman and Supreme walking hand in hand, looking for their Echo target, and Nisha would be perfect. They have an early gem pickup as well. Who are they going to find? There he is, Nisha, the Blink, the Echo, the Requiem comes through. He doesn't even need to jump. It's just going to be 2 kills for the side of MOUZ as 33 is forced to leave. Dude, this early gem is so good too.
Who has it?
Narman.
Ooh, yeah, that is good. Lets him get that Nyx kill as well.
Mickey.
Free of cost.
Okay, yeah, it's like he needs to be careful. Dawnbreaker illuminating the map for their team, giving a little bit of idea of where they all are. They're collapsing on the
Their
triangle.
map's being restricted so much. Yeah, collapsing on that triangle. They have that cliff ward on the triangle, which Insane is trying to de-ward right now. I think it might cost him his life if he doesn't get out of here.
He has 1 cookie. He's gonna make it. Pig mode activated. He's out. Nicely,
And they're
nicely
quickly
done.
secure their Tormentor before it can be stolen. Get it
Good
for
moves.
Insania. That's actually a pretty good one to deny, to slow down pushes, because the cookie can now clear creep waves pretty safely.
I mean, since this Aegis was picked up, we can see in the top right, there's almost no gold change. They've done a really good job at farming on these other heroes and like cutting waves, despite obviously it's just the threat of the MOUZ lineup right now. They do manage to take a Wisdom Rune, but Boxy already there to take the enemy.
Yeah, this game their supports are not as well equipped as last game. Like the Boxy Weaver just cutting creep waves super easily last game. This time Nyx terrible at that sort of thing. They do have improved pick off, but looks like multiple heroes are rotating down here. Blink Echo up in 17 seconds.
There's this good ward that's been down here outside the tier 1 tower for quite a while. They've not actually been able to de-ward it.
Who's got the? Let's see. Narman passed the gem off. Where did it go? Chaos Knight.
Radiant's top tower.
It's on SF actually.
Oh, okay.
I thought he might get it as he walked up, but
Kinda makes sense. Because now that he doesn't have now that he doesn't have the Aegis, like he doesn't want to die, and walking it over like a TA trap or an Invis Nyx or Invis TA, like that stuff's all super scary. Which, speaking of the Nyx assassin, running around here trying to find an opening.
if they can actually find Supreme, they have the damage to kill him between these two heroes. But the problem is, Supreme will see the Nyx coming in because he has the gem. So you have to like catch sight of him right as you turn a tree to try to surprise him.
Yeah, he just has to not have blink up either.
That too, and Ben can just place an observer and sentry combo, which is going to spot Boxy right now. So there is no way this works.
Yep, he immediately leaves. So they
just
still
saw
haven't
Invoker,
taken this
too.
top. They have taken no towers. I'm actually just realizing MOUZ have every tier 1 tower still up. It definitely makes sense as to why like they're having so much trouble actually finding any other kills. Because no one can actually like get across the map without being seen besides Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, Invoker's trying to, but actually Invoker's another hero who is not the fastest at cutting creep waves. You kind of have to launch the Meteor, which is such a long cooldown that you can't really do it again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this one right here.
All right, bottom tier 2
Narman's
tower.
on the way.
Oh. Wait, is Narman actually just going to sit here and wait for his TP?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just
Dire's
passing each
structures
other.
are fortified.
Okay.
Radiant are
Tier 2
standing.
falls. As they are finally going to get themselves their first
Dire's
tower.
top tower has fallen.
Ooh. He thought about going for that curry. He's like, nope, I don't know where the shaker is. If I go for this and I get stunned, it's going to be real sad. All right, last tier 2 tower. They've got to, man. They're finding
Based
an
on the
amplified
courier
damage on the
movement.
backside.
Based on the
Boxy's going
courier
to take
movement,
it.
They think Earthshaker's not here, so they're trying to fight. But they're not finding
They
it
get
fast
the
enough, I
Blink
think.
Doom. They've got it on top of the Chaos Knight as BKB is out. A nice Requiem to fear off the backside as they look for 33. A good Force Staff to save him. Boxy now really far forward. Spike Carapace to stop that stun. But CK is alive and Dawnbreaker ult at the ready. They can rejoin. They just need a target. It's got, I mean, Blink Echo is so scary right now. With no Doom available, can you stop this push?
There's no BKB on Chaos Knight, but I don't know if that's a massive issue for him if you get a good
Radiant's
initiation.
middle tower
They
has
smoke
fallen.
immediately. The aggression from MOUZ this game is so good. They're just going to head straight
think-
to top.
I think they have to do it as well, though. Like, if you let it
Dire are
become a
scanning.
long, drawn-out game, you're going to...
Dire's
Oh!
Oh, what a...
Instant blink.
Dude, such a good bait. Like, honestly, this is set up from Boxy, 100%. He was scouting the couriers, seeing where they were moving. So 33 knew that they were smoked heading top. And just blink TPs.
What a quick reaction, though. I would definitely like, oh yeah, I know they're coming. I could totally blink out, then die anyways to the blink echo. Really fast moves from 33 there. Waste the echo. If it was a faster Roche upon, maybe they could use that to fight Roche, but actually a long one, they'll have the echo again. But I guess you're just dragging things out, right? The gold lead, despite taking towers, it's hardly growing. Look at Insania. Just sneaking his way over here.
Good little ward. Very, like, rarely de-warded, but it does give you some good vision if you want to try and play for that mid lane. Because a lot of times MOUZ are going to set up on the right side, right? So you're going to be able to see the heroes in the tree lines. Maybe get a pick.
Yeah, you just gotta hope that Supreme does not walk his way over there. Boxy sees Force.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
mean, they can try and threaten this mid tower. They just don't know where MOUZ is. And they're waiting for Roshan to spawn. Unfortunately for them, it's still another 45 seconds away, so they're wasting a little bit of time on the top side.
Dawnbreaker TP'd out, but I don't think they actually caught sight of that. He's going to go look around on Boxy for that Dawnbreaker. If they can take tier 1, it sounds crazy, tier 1 mid for Aegis, but honestly you just need to open up the map for yourself so that it's easier to split push. It's so difficult when the tier 1s are up because there's so many ways you can be wrapped around by rotations, especially when there's a global Dawnbreaker ult. So yeah, support's going to risk their lives to take these tier 1s. And when no one defends, I think you get an idea of what's going on. They're just waiting for Roche, if not doing it right now.
Yeah, this Roche took so long. They're actually going to lose both. They're going to lose both Wisdom Runes for this and the mid tower. So some momentum for Liquid. It's actually very fortunate for them that this Roche was a longer respawn. But they'll know Roshan now dead or dying, so Boxy, that should give him a green light to try and maybe go for this Wisdom Rune. So, all right.
There we go.
Oh, Force has Ags now. That's wild.
Evasion is really good versus TA. Not
Yeah.
a hero who wants to build MKV. No, she did get an enchanted quiver actually, so at least you get one attack that'll true strike past that. Wow, that was a really dead Snapfire. That seems like a little overkill. I don't know. Maybe he's just tired. He's like, I haven't gone to Requiem anything in so long. Let's go. Let's get that Snapfire.
I think it's okay because you get Aegis and now you have a hero advantage as well. So now you're just gonna play for your Aghanim Scepter anyway on Shadow Fiend. So yeah,
That's
I
fair.
like it. 33 top side. Needs to be careful. Blink raise Allen from the Shadow Fiend. Hits 3. He's down to almost
Raises.
no HP. Oh my goodness. The Grove
Raise
Bow
and I'm
damage
dead.
amp, dude. Holy hell.
Yeah, he has no magic resistance if he doesn't want to pop BKB, which he does have, but yeah, you don't really think you're going to get solo killed like that. I guess it wasn't really solo. The other come in to finish it. If it was just SF, I think he does live. The TP would have completed, but Dawnbreaker and Earthshaker close enough to help out.
That's it. Aghanim Scepter now for the Shadow Fiend done. He's not quite to his level 20 talent, which is a massive power spike for this hero. But either way, that's great for Supreme. He's up to 32 Shadow Raise stacks now. Let's see if he can break our record, which we've seen, which is 40. Great disarm there onto the CK as they get to work on this tier 3 tower. Just being healed up by the Phoenix. Tornado comes through. Great D-ward from Insania.
Dawnbreaker ult checking, see if anyone is creep cutting. They see they're all stuck on their own half of the map. Or what I say, Dawnbreaker ult, I mean her innate ability.
Sees everything.
Yep.
Instant
so you
smoke.
don't really have to be worried about your waves.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, they're hoping for Doom. They saw Doom heading out bottom. They're hoping he's like trying to sneak his way out. So that's what they're looking for.
He
All
goes
right,
back.
good call. Gets out.
Narman's. Oh, I was gonna say he does. If he had a ward, I think he might have placed an aggressive ward there, but doesn't see anything. They do have some vision of Boxy hiding in the trees here. Okay, they do end up placing a aggressive ward bottom. Ooh, Force. Oh, Tumbler. Or just gets out thanks to the Ogre Seal. They're just going to try and pop Boxy here, and they do pretty damn easily. Olnit the one securing it. His buyback is available. It's not the worst hero to lose, but mid lane, they get the Doom onto the Shadow Fiend. He's got no way out. No Aegis to
gem
protect
down,
him.
Narman.
The gem hits the deck. Narman
In his recovery.
does secure it. Mickey forced to BKB as the buyback comes through from the next. Penguin's so damn low as well. The side blades almost
want to
finish
look
him
for
off.
more. They bought back on Boxy, but they're so scared to push up to this high ground. They know how strong MOUZ is. MOUZ knows it too. They're not even retreating. They've got Egg on this high ground, plus Blink Echo still available.
That
I
is
guess you
such
got
a
the
costly
SF
death.
though. It's still a pretty big win overall for Liquid. Plus, it just buys time, right? Like, you might be willing to fight that high. Oh my god.
No
Oh
way.
my. Okay, no, they're gonna find him anyways.
Nick.
I thought for a moment.
The
Wait,
tornado? Oh, it
No
actually
way.
makes the space. Boxy goes in, gets saved thanks to the cookie. The fissure can't connect. He had no idea the Invis armor was on top of him. He was just throwing that tornado to get rid of the CK. And now they're going to grab themselves a Tormentor. They're pulling themselves back into this game. Slowly but steadily. But with Shadow Fiend back into this one, no Doom available. They've got to get something now. Dude, Boxy's going to steal the haste rune.
LMAO.
I'm sorry, did you want that, Supreme? I mean, they've got a trap. They could just... He has no BKB for this.
Sunstrike?
They...
Not
okay.
enough damage though. He's too poor.
Loses
Oh,
another
he kills
courier.
that courier with some observers on it. Might be losing their tier 3 for this.
Nice Phantasm dodge of the EMP.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh my god. The damage, the
Sideways.
TA. The slow is actually making quite a bit of a difference there as well. Like he's having a hard time getting out of the base. And Boxy just again on courier duty, sitting back here waiting for anything to come flying across the map.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing that TA still definitely threatens the damage, right? But she is just susceptible to being burst either by a stun into SF ult or stun into Chaos Knight illusions. So it's a very scary fight, but if given the chance to just hit away, like you've got the damage to get these kills. Especially because I think she just bought out a Daedalus?
Well, she's got to somehow get it past this Nyx Assassin. Bottom lane, smoked up, looking for Supreme again. Is it Deja Vu? There's the blink, the stomp, the Doom comes out. He is going to throw the Requiem to try and survive. I don't know, he just TPs.
Yeah.
There's no way he lives.
I think he's still dead in Fountain. Still dead in Fountain.
He will burn.
Radiant's top tower.
He gets the gem out. I guess that is the saving grace. But wow, what a blink out.
Does Sunray not hit on the first tick?
I think he was just out of range, like just barely.
Does Hotspot increase your range?
I don't know. I don't think so. Look, Boxy, once again, they know the gem's not here. They're just going to look for force here. The chain stuns, they've got him. This game dead even after what was an incredible start from MOUZ. 7-22, but almost no gold lead. Mikke is going to pop the beak bait. Just gets shredded, though, by the CK. Needs to be very careful. Olnit's going to TP, realizing he's all alone. And Bengen, he's got the egg available, but there is a Nyx Assassin helping hunt these heroes. He's got his eyes set on the Shaker instead. The stun comes out. He actually gets the dust. And Narman, Ogre Seal totems away, has a blink in one. He should escape.
Boxy gonna be upset with himself for that one. But
Yeah.
still, a huge win for Liquid. Taking this down from, like,
Radiant
what was it,
are
7,
standing.
8K? All the way down to a dead even game in the matter of a minute. Again, managing to find Supreme with the Doom. 33 doing a great job of that. I mean, last game it was much easier when they were winning, but still very impressive this game. This far behind. Oh yeah, we got a replay of this. Yeah, dies in the Fountain. That is the anti-heal of the Doom.
Radiant's top tower.
At least they get to keep their gem. And off of that, they make a quick escape. Oh yeah, it looks like Sunrise is just barely off the mark. And then they know there's no SF, so why not keep fighting? They managed to find the Dawnbreaker, who you love to find, because she wants to rotate into the fight with the ultimate, throw in the heals, all of that.
Are under attack.
I think at this point, they really need to get out on MOUZ, but they still tried to get a quick pick off onto Mikke there.
Oh,
And
Narman
Nisha?
walks right into him. Very good kill. The gem, this time on the Shaker. All right, that is a really costly death for Liquid. He is sidelined with no buyback.
Roche is about to spawn. Let's see if it's a long or short spawn.
Oh,
Very
so
long spawn. Very lucky for Liquid here.
I mean, that's close to putting it on the Radiant side. Like, it's going to spawn with, like, only a few seconds Oh, bottom lane. Narman's looking for Boxy. Doesn't quite connect, and instead they just turn onto him. Gem hits the deck. Spike Carapace doesn't quite cancel the Dawnbreaker ult because she's already in the air. But a really nice Doom once again. They have found this Shadow Feed. He's doing his best to run. Is the damage there? Mickey now in trouble as a buyback from the Shaker. He's just surrounded. He needs help and fast. They've got him. Shadow Feed, is he going to tick down? He does. Oh, no. Oh, Supreme cannot catch a break.
Good buyback from Narman, though. Gets them the kill onto TA. Unfortunately, though, this Roche spawn, seriously, very long. Like, otherwise you could get this this Aegis here. Instead, they're going to go for the Tormentor. Where's it going?
To Force.
That's actually a pretty good one.
She's going for a Scythe. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Boxy.
Doom and a Midas, right?
Yes. So what does he have? So
Oh.
he did sell it for sure. So maybe for the Shiva's guard. Oh, well,
It's
no.
back, baby.
It's back. Midas
Time
number
to go use this
dose.
charge. Like, he's going to go to the hard camp, use it, go to the secret shop, sell it. That's my guess.
You really think so? Is that worth it?
Well, I guess he has nothing to buy right now, so he might just hold it. Otherwise, I think he would sell it.
All right. Dawnbreaker, Scythe of Ice. First time we've seen it.
Radiant are scanning.
It's kind of cool. Just more instant disable, but Force is not like the hero that starts the initiation. He's kind of coming in after, so maybe the BKBs will be spent by then when he actually lands in the fight. It's hard to say. Dire Scan does connect.
He doesn't really need to do damage, though. Like, CK and SF do all the damage. You just need to set them up.
Yeah. Roshan coming up in about 15 seconds, so they'll have 1 minute if they scout this to kill it before it moves to the Radiant side. And they've already got a CK illusion in there waiting. Oh no, he pulls it out. Ooh, that's a little rough.
Well, they know this is almost max spawn anyways. I'm sure they know it's coming up. They're just trying to find a kill real quick. Well, the longer they look for a kill, I mean,
Yeah.
Roche might move over. And
That's
then
what
and Liquid looks like they're setting up bottom.
Liquid know the Roche is up. They've got fire, like a spirit in here. So
Mouse
you have
sees it as well.
30 seconds.
That should
I
be fine.
think
This
you can
is-
do it. Your
Yeah,
Chaos Knight just needs to get here fast.
Yeah, this should be fine. This should be Mouse's.
Yeah,
Third
would
Roche,
work.
which means an Aghanims. 4.
I mean, Phoenix, I maybe. You can save people from the Doom.
It's not an Earthshaker either.
I mean, imagine
Nah,
you
you're
Doom
right.
Supreme again. You just egg him.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah, Supreme's got it. Or sorry, Bengen's got it. Possibly to save Supreme. Now, that can backfire, though, because of this Snapfire. However, even if you don't save anyone, the Ags does give you more egg hits. So that alone might be the reason they handed it over to him. Plus, he's level 17, getting close to 18, so soon it will be...
13?
What, 13 hits to kill?
Yeah.
Does he have a talent? There used to be a talent for it. I was at 25. All right, a while away from that one.
Boxy, don't do it.
Do it.
Oh, well, he knows. He popped his smoke from his ninja gear. He knows someone's here. It instantly blinks.
The thing is like, you could chase Boxy, and maybe you will now that he's killing more couriers. But sometimes it's not worth it to come backwards on your half of the map like this.
He's such a
Hasted
nuisance.
Scuttle.
What a fissure. Nisha's nearby. They're going to turn. They get the
They
Doom
find him
again. What a bait. Supreme. Wait, what did he do? Did he do
The
a creep?
Lincolns ate it. No, the Lincolns. He has a Lincoln on Shadow Feed.
Oh my goodness.
I think he just finished that.
At 40, 50. No, he had it for like 20 seconds. Wow. That is huge. No Doom now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
More
Dude,
couriers for
Kill that
Boxy.
courier.
Dyer's turret has been killed.
No Doom. Even
They
if he
go in for
buys
more.
back,
They've caught Mickey. What a beautiful grab. Can he get out? He will. He pops the BKB for this. As they're going to try and turn their attention, the Phoenix silenced up onto the backside. He's gone. Nicely done, Boxy. Gets stunned up. Spike Carapace protecting him for the moment, but the CK is getting so much done here. The next Doom, not for 30 seconds, but they get a lot of damage here into Olnit. They've actually managed to find the Doom hiding into the trees. Olnit cannot get out. That's going to be the Aegis.
Under attack.
there's no Echo.
Requiem in 3 seconds. Olnit pops the BKB immediately, trying to get out of the base now. Lincolns. Dude, the slows are actually so much here from like the side blades, from just the scatter blast as well.
And Mickey's actually already 25. He's taken the Bash talent, which Refraction instances has gained a lot of popularity, but I suppose seeing as he went for the other facet, has decided he wants Bashes. This one can pierce BKB, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, he did that to Olnit just a moment ago. Oh, Boxy! He's not getting out this time. That's a dieback. That's a really costly death.
Just getting it out of the way now. Bringing that death timer back down to normal for the next one. They're going aggressive. They're TPing back in. They're trying to make use of this dieback. And no one on the side of the Radiant is out.
Nisha, Aeon Disc, fissure blocked. Oh no. Force Staff though from Insania is going to get him to safety. Very nice. Great movements again from Narman on this Shaker. As you gotta look high ground. You gotta be careful of the Lincoln Spheres. You cannot afford to doom the Lincolns again. You also have to be worried about the save from the egg.
He has a Lincoln's, or sorry, a Yule's to pop the Lincolns if he wants. He sold his Midas for it, guys.
Okay.
Bought themselves enough time for Nyx to come back.
It's such an important game for MOUZ. They cannot afford to slip up here. They need this win so desperately.
Yeah, we haven't seen how the other games have gone yet, but I think if they lose, they're probably disqualified.
If Beast Coast gets a win, I think if BB Team and Beast Coast get wins, they are out if they lose this series 2-0. So they cannot have the game like, or they can't like get to a situation where their tournament life is no longer in their hands, right? Like that's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, so they got to try to close this out. Still have a 9K lead, but we're reaching that point in the game where that really doesn't mean much, and it's really just coming down to execution. Which right
they
now
find
they're finding
Boxy.
Boxy.
Oh, great blink out.
Is under attack.
They get on top of the CK. The Doom is out banging. Maybe he goes for the save here. He does. The egg is
save.
out. Here comes Insania. The BKBs. Can they kill the egg in time? It's going to be so close. They do. Oh, no. Sideline for both. Narman with the Echo, though, doing some work on the backside, but the damage, the follow-up, it's not there. It's all Liquid, baby. 4 dead on MOUZ as Supreme will be the only one to escape. It was such a good attempt.
Case in point, it all comes down to how you execute these fights and managing to find that CK, get the Doom off. You force the Phoenix egg, and thanks to that little shredder, you just have enough. It was so close. It was probably like a second away. The fear knocks people away, but all the cores are BKB'd hitting that egg because they know it's a double kill. CK out of the fight without doing anything. From there, Echo's not too bad, and if maybe Force had managed to get the Q off, maybe he kills Mickey there, but gets bashed by the meld. Oh yeah, feeling the pressure. Not so happy with that fight.
It's just such a good call from Liquid to just instantly BKB kill the egg. Because that Requiem, they didn't see the Shadow Fiend. It was coming in to fear them all away. And then you get a full fight reset at that point, and it's probably MOUZ's game. But off of that, the gold dead even. 33 gets his 25 talent. So Doom now applying mutes. No more items for you.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
as the tier 3 tower for MOUZ now beginning to fall. One fortification still remaining. Olned's gonna go and pop the Phantasm to get the Hex from the bottom side. They get on top of Mickey, but he gets the BKB. The Requiem's not there in time, but he needs to get out. He needs help. The pullback is there. Mickey, the meld, the refraction. He's gonna live on 100 health, and the Doom's caught the CK. The Phoenix is dead. There's no save. Narman now has to run. He's got an Echo in a moment, but unbelievable saves. They get out on Liquid.
Dare I say it? Liquid is doing it?
Dare you say it? Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
even if you buy back, you don't have Phantasm. You will have the egg this time. But yeah, you're just going to give up the barracks? After having to lead the whole game, Liquid actually takes the first like full set of barracks here. And there's still 40 seconds? You don't have either tier 2. It's a little scary to push for the win. First Echo and Egg. So yeah, they're just going to deal with lanes. They're going to take the tier 2, maybe steal Tormentor and set up for Roshan. Safer play for sure.
I do not know how he gets out of that. Like they lost vision of him for a fraction of a second on the meld.
Who's got a scout and Kobold?
Come
47
on.
minutes in.
Dire's bottom tower.
Whose shovel was that?
I don't know. Sunstrike the scout as well. I mean, they're just trying to get any vision onto the high ground. There's no Doom for another 14 seconds, but that's right when your CK is coming up.
Boxy scouting Kobold.
That's a
My
BKB.
man.
Dude, BKB on Insania's Snapfire, really important. Like, we saw that commit the BKBs for the egg. This time, not going to get feared. No chance of fearing him away. He will just pop the little shredder.
Yeah, even as a blink way earlier, we didn't even talk about it, but this is just to make sure he gets to the egg on time. So he's going to BKB, blink, little shredder that. His drum is out of charges. Kind of curious if he's thinking about buying the new one, or maybe he has the... No, these are just wards. Don't know, like maybe you buy out
Bongo
the Boots of Bearing. Yeah, he has the Wind Waker queued up now. He's 45 attack speed for everyone.
Oh, what a blink out. There's an amplified damage on Mickey, and MOUZ have no idea about this. This rune is very dangerous. And they're going to smoke.
Roche is up.
I mean,
5 seconds.
Liquid could just go for the end if they knew MOUZ was in the Roche pit right now.
Wow, Sunstrike, perfect. So
They
both
scan it.
teams
They
know.
Can you kill it fast enough is the question. CK, he does
Not
a
if
lot
you're
of
not all
damage.
committed. He's trying to like hold position, but it means this is slow enough that Liquid's gonna get here.
There's the
This is
Phantasm.
where the pub play would actually be better.
Force, he's gonna be the first one that fouls. 33 just jumps into the backside, and Force, is he surviving? No, he dies. The Doom comes out and catches the CK. The Deafening Blast is there. Bangan, he got the egg, but can he save him? He will now. They're looking to
Position's really
reset the
good.
fight. Narman with an Echo catches two. Boxy's in. Spike Carapace not going to cancel the Dawnbreaker's reinitiation. She's going to get back into this fight. MOUZ, they're nice and healthy. And they've caught Nisha. Great Spike Carapace from Boxy. Mickey just laying into him. Force, this could be a dieback. The little shredder from Insania is there. He's going to cookie away. They've managed to isolate the CK. They're falling one by one. MOUZ, they cannot do it. Triple kill for this Templar Assassin as Narman just getting chased. Supreme, his TP canceled. The trap actually giving the vision from the high ground. It is such a disaster. Mickey surviving through everything this game.
That is such a lucky tornado. Nisha, it's moved over daytime. He's like, where'd Roche go? It's like, oh yeah, switched in the middle of that fight. Can't blame him for not seeing that happen. That was such a chaotic fight. I think they're going to go for it. Mickey is walking down mid. They know it's a dieback on Dawnbreaker.
He bought a
Echo
Divine,
and
bro.
Egg are both down, even if they buy back. What do you have? No. Oh, Doom is up. 3 seconds. He's even buying a refresher. He has double Doom, actually.
Yeah, they want to end. You have Divine Rapier on your Templar Assassin. They're going to try and bait
you're
something.
Going for it.
It's time to end the game. Tier 4s exposed. The first one's going to fall. You have one fortification left. They're going to buy back on the Shaker, but Mickey with that alacrity is doing so much work, and Nisha just sitting invis. Unbeknownst to him. Oh, they catch Narman on the top side. Boxy, is it enough? He gets away for the moment. 33 is in. They snipe him with the trap. What a play from Mickey Supreme with the refresher. Comes in, tries to get the Requiem out, but 33, the refresh Doom sent him into the fountain, and Boxy's trying to seal the deal. No save from the egg. They can't do anything about it. Beautifully done from the side of Liquid. An unbelievable comeback to take the 2-0.
Wow. There was